one of the solutions for reliable supply and advancing is effective public-private partnerships. And the way I like to break this down is, as I addressed it earlier, on the circularity front, there's different parts of the supply chain. There's the collection part, there's the separation part, and then the processing part, right? So I think different entities can play effective roles in each part of the supply chain. I think, as our other panel was saying, an important aspect is the processing and downstream refining part. And maybe using a little bit of a technical lens, the US has developed a pretty good scale to measure the technology advancement metrics. So this is called the TRL level, technology readiness level. And let's say it goes from 1 to 9. One thing that's worked well in the US, it's also learning, is that you can think about funding from TRL 1 through 6 through a good combination of public grant money, some early stage venture capital money, to get it to a TRL 8-9, which is mature enough. And then I think you can hand that over to a large infrastructure or private equity type capital to fund that. So I think what happens is that there's this missing gap, which people call the valley of death for these technologies, that they don't survive. And that's where a lot of the world, including more mature financial markets, are learning that there is not the right amount of capital to support that. I think that's where a good public-private partnership needs to come in and just kind of hold up these technologies to get to the next stage. So I think it's a pretty intricate and established process that's working. Although everybody's learning in real time that when there is no established supply chain or it's been lost for 20 years, everybody needs to play their part in both public and private domain.